John travelled back to the 80s, to the movies he fondly recalled, with Annie and Tom Cruise and Sly and Bruce Willis before he went bald. Back when the movies were simple and the plots had no deep commentary, just some hero with biceps and witty one-liners shooting all he could see.
Then all some steam better.
But I guess the grass is greener when you're wearing those rose-tinted shades. But while he's stuck in the 80s, John will take his movie lemons and give you lemonade. So sit back and relax now, and sit back wherever you are, for the movie reviews and the science bits too, on Shitcase Cinema. On the Shitcase Cinema. Oh, it's the Shitcase Cinema.
Those were $500 sunglasses, asshole.
Back in the very early 90s, Mortal Kombat was one of the most popular computer games around. It was famous and extremely controversial for its gore levels and violence. Now, it came out at a time when Street Fighter 2 came out, so there's a huge rivalry there. You were either in the camp as a Street Fighter 2 fan, or in the other camp as a Mortal Kombat fan. Now, I was probably in the middle. I loved both games, but if I had to swing one way or the other, I would be a Mortal Kombat fan. Mortal Kombat was a huge success, and it spawned numerous sequels and is still around to this day, believe it or not. I can't actually believe it, but there you go. The Mortal Kombat franchise is so popular, it even spawned a crappy cartoon back in the mid-90s.
I've gotten them back. Tell you what though, I won't even use my special talents. I'm gonna kick your sorry tail mortal style.
And it spawned a movie. Now, this was exciting news. I remember getting the video on my 15th birthday and being so excited, so I sat down and watched it and I just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god, a Mortal Kombat film. And I remember my friends telling me all about it and it sounded so goddamn cool. It wasn't as good as I expected, and there are quite a few things to nitpick about, which I'm going to do in this review, but overall I have to say it's not a bad film and I still quite like it. Did I just say that? I quite like a film I'm reviewing? Well, yeah, you heard me correctly. It's not a bad film. The film starts out with Liu Kang's younger brother getting killed by Shang Tsung. So then Liu Kang goes on trips to his grandfather, bumps into Raiden, who looks like a tramp. I remember when I first saw this film and saw Raiden, I thought, oh my god, he's meant to be dressed in white. Look at the state of him. He looks like a fucking tramp. But that's rectified later on.
Raiden? Grandfather, get up! This isn't your god of thunder and lightning. He's just a beggar.
We're introduced to the other characters such as Sonya Blade and Johnny Cage. Now, Sonya Blade is so poor in every respect. She's not believable for 1 second at all. She can't fight. You can tell every fight sequence she's in must have taken about 100 takes, and they filmed it in little segments. It's just terrible. Lyndon Ashby's Johnny Cage isn't too bad actually. I like his suaveness and his overconfidence and his big-headedness is quite amusing. I think he's kind of the comic relief aspect to the film.
While you're at it, why don't you call my agent?
Where the hell are we?
Do I look like your travel agent?
Fine.
No more steps.
All the major characters from the game are in there, so you've got Sub-Zero and Scorpion, even Goro. I mean, when I first saw Goro, I thought, oh my god, this is great. And he actually looks, effects-wise, really, really good. It's a great mixture of CGI and puppetry and all that jazz, so that's really good. Even Reptile's in there, but we'll get to Reptile later on. Yeah, so the tournament starts, and they all have these piss-poor little fights. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah, and eventually some people start getting killed off and the story progresses. Now, the story itself's pretty lame, I have to say. It's not great, but there you go. You know, it's really funny, after the huge disappointment of the Street Fighter movie, Everyone was so looking forward to Mortal Kombat, just to see fatalities and gore and all the cool characters and special moves. Did we get one fatality? No. But somehow Shang Tsung claims we do. Just when he sucks some guy's soul out of his body. That's not a fatality, you idiot.
Fatality.
Now that's not a fatality from the games, that's bullshit.
You disappoint me.
Another thing that's bullshit is the little spear creature that comes out of Scorpion's hand. It's meant to be a spear, yeah, but it's not meant to be a spear that opens up into a really crappy computer-generated bird-type creature. It's shit! Now, let's just freeze this and take a look. How slack is that? The rope's not even coming out of his fucking hand! It might as well come out of his ass.
Come here!
God, Mortal Kombat, what a shit film! Who are you?
John.
Oh, Professor Bruce, long time no see.
What are you doing now, John?
I'm just reviewing Mortal Kombat.
Goodbye.
Johnny Cage is forever trying to work his magic on Sonya Blade, which is quite amusing at times, but it's obvious he's not going to get anywhere because Sonya's just a stubborn little bitch.
When she sets her mind on something,
It's not her mind you're admiring.
it's true.
Liu Kang's constantly flirting with Princess Kitana, or is it the other way around? I don't know, it's a bit confusing really. But you can tell that they're going to end up together. Christopher Lambert's really cool as Raiden, I have to say, and now he's actually in his white robes as well, which is cool. But you can tell that he knew the film was just a joke. His acting is just way below par, so I think he's just having a laugh basically. Sure, he got paid, so that's all he cares about.
Sorry.
Another thing about Mortal Kombat is you will always find music videos up on YouTube. Check this one out. We think it's great here at Shitcase Cinema. The film's riddled with bloody techno music all the way through. It actually fits some of the fight sequence, I have to say. It gets it pumped up with adrenaline, so to speak. So I can kind of forgive it for that, but yeah, it is a bit annoying after a while, especially during the Liu Kang and Reptile fight. Speaking of Reptile, how crap is the storyline of how he comes about? This little awful computer-generated reptile creature gets thrown into a dead corpse. The corpse becomes reanimated with Reptile inside. He mutates into the Reptile character that we know, basically a green version of Scorpion or Sub-Zero. And then he kicks Liu Kang's ass, but then he dies. And yeah, it just looks really crap and lame.
Oh, no, you don't.
This fight sequence is great between Scorpion and Johnny Cage, but once Scorpion blows up, how likely is it that Johnny Cage has got a signed photograph of himself and he throws it onto Scorpion's burning body? I mean, come on, it's stupid. I know it's a little gimmick in there, but it's still stupid. The way Goro dies is shit as well. He gets his ass handed to him by Johnny Cage. It's just shit.
Those were $500 sunglasses, asshole. This is where you fall down.
Words can't even do justice about how lame it is. This is Goro, for God's sake. The thing that really annoys me about this film is there's no characters shooting fireballs or anything like that. Sure, Sub-Zero shoots out his ice balls and Scorpion's got his spear thing, but it's just... Whoa! Did I just see a fireball? Let's look at that again. Holy shit, Liu Kang shoots out a fireball on Shang Tsung. Well, how cool is that? Now the film ends highly dramatically with Shao Kahn appearing. and he blows up a terrible cardboard building and says, "Your souls will be mine." Raiden says, "I don't think so." Well, it's obvious they were setting themselves up for a second film, and oh my god, that was shit. In fact, that film does not exist as far as I'm concerned. And don't ask me to review it, because it's fucking awful.